let's talk about Lois Wagner. As a fearless traveler, Lois Wagner, your friend for forgiveness and freedom, shares adventurous and sometimes amusing stories of grit and resilience. Lois is an accomplished speaker, storyteller, mentor, inspirer, learner facilitator, and empowering coach through her programs using the acronym SMILE. Lois is an advocate against sexual and gender-based violence and tells a story in her book, TEDx Talk and podcast, Walking Without Skin, of moving through victim, through survivor, to thriver, and beyond to freedom after facing a life or business challenge or adversity. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Lois as she takes us on a journey with a presentation called Tales from an Intrepid Traveler. Woo!
I am a high-risk adventure traveler, going to places avoided by most other people. Iran, Pakistan, Lebanon, Haiti. And I'm usually a solo traveler. And I go with very little preparation. I do not research. I arrive at an airport, I've got no bookings, I book a car, a GPS if they have one. Usually they don't, so I have to just buy a map. And off I head into the great unknown. And I pick up hitchhikers. Yes, I know that's a bad thing to do. Pakistan, the most brilliant trucks you've ever seen. They really decorate their trucks well. And wherever I went, I was there for 10 days and I never saw another Westerner in my time there. And they would shout at me, "America, go home!" And I would say, "I'm South African." And they would smile and beckon me and they say, "Hansi Kronia, Hansi Kronia." So I'm sure Hansi Kronia match fixed in their favor. But all jokes aside, it's so important to connect with other cultures, to find out how other people live. And it's just amazing to make those connections. I went to the Republic of Georgia and I was walking around this ancient cave city. Again, I was the only Westerner. In fact, I was the only tourist there. And I wandered around this village. It's much bigger than what you see in the picture. And I wandered around and I got lost. And there was no path and I was quite scared. I ended up sliding down rocks and climbing under and over. Anyway, I got out of there alive and I went off to the street market to buy some fresh fruit and vegetables. And if you can see the faces, those men are laughing and smiling. And I thought, what wonderful people these Georgians are. Until I got back to my accommodation. And to my horror, I found that I had split my pants open. And my buttocks was hanging out. They weren't laughing with me, they were laughing at me. The lesson is laugh at yourself. Just know that you made other people happy as well. I went to Sweden. I went in search of the Aurora Lights. And I was riding this snowmobile down this frozen river. And the guide said, "Look, there's a moose." And I went, "Where?" Instead of turning my head, I turned the whole bike. We were going at great speed and I went up onto the ridge and I was terrified and I turned back, rolled the snowmobile down the embankment. Snowmobile fell on top of me. Fortunately, the snow was soft, bike and rider both unharmed. Also in Sweden, I went dog sledding and you stand on these thin little strips with a leather pad in between, which is your brake. We're going across this frozen river, this frozen lake, and I'm heavy, and I was pushing down into the snow and slowing the dogs down because the snow was gathering on this pad. So in my wisdom, I lifted my foot to scrape the snow off, and over I went. And they said, if you fall off, the dogs will run, and you will have to walk back. So I grabbed the sleigh with all my strength, hung on to it, held the dogs back, but I was terrified and didn't want to get back onto the sled. So they said, you've got two choices, you walk back or you get back on. I got back on, a glorious trip. This was in Bhutan. The locals were taking bets that I would never make it to the top of this very steep climb because of my weight and fitness. But I've got perseverance and grit, and I got to see Tiger's Nest an hour after everybody else. I got there. Then I went to Haiti, and I wanted to see a voodoo priest. Everybody said, don't go, it's dangerous, it's real, it's magic. A little bit like our St. Gomez, I suppose. And I went, $10 got me in. He bought a bottle of vodka with my $10. $100 got me a reading. Got a knee problem and someone at work hates me. And $700 would make those problems go away. I decided not to spend the $700. What if it was true, and what if somebody at work died? It'd be my fault. So I opted out not to do that. It's a longer story than this I can share with you. This was in Nepal. I was trekking at 5,000 meters looking for a frozen lake. And there was absolutely no path. You can see how deep the snow was. Sometimes I was knee deep in the snow. The weather turned, I was terrified. We turned around, I never got to the frozen lake, but I did get to see Mount Everest from 5,000 meters with my companions, my friend, my guide, my porter, and the two people who worked in the accommodation, away from the maddening crowd. So the message there is follow through, have that goal, have that grit, be grateful for what you experience in your life. So my motto is pick yourself up, dust yourself down, learn from your mistakes, laugh, forgive yourself, and carry on with renewed determination and vigor. Have that grit, you can see your end result. Have that resilience that helps you get there, that helps you get up and fight back. And with all of that, you will be able to fly free from fear. Thank you very much.